keen on freezers.
Basic numbers.
At the Mile High Club, I don't know a lot about it, I haven't joined myself.
Let's go across the pool like this. For a row thing Tarts with carts. Trolley dollars. Yeah. That's when they're being pleasant.
It's just still a thrill of travelling to the Canary Islands and back, you know, it's good fun.
Hello there, welcome on board. Where are you sitting?
One seat, please.
One seat, straight to the front, sir.
Thank you.
Within 24 hours, this plane will carry almost 1,000 passengers more than 5,000 miles. In the charter airline business, they pack them in and they fly them high. It's now 5 a.m. and Captain Chris Nichols has to plan his first flight of the day to Austria.
Good morning. Basically what it's doing is giving us our weather for the route. We can operate in conditions that you wouldn't even drive a car in. Yes.
It takes up to an hour to brief the crew.
When we get on board the aircraft, could I have your emergency equipment checks as soon as possible, please, and the security checks at all the 4 given points?
The crew will soon be taking charge of a Boeing 757, worth more than £50 million. There are 3 based at Birmingham.
Well, this morning we've prepared this aircraft for departure to Salzburg. Had a physical look around the aircraft, checked the engine oils, and the tyre pressures, and it's ready for departure.
While the final checks are carried out, the passengers are checking in.
We're not actually planning on meeting any lads, but anything that happens is going to happen, basically.
There you go. Thank you so much.
A little bit.
No, I'm not expecting to meet any gorgeous women at all, because I'm going to be blind drunk.
If someone meets somebody, then good on her.
So we're going to go out on a girls' night out on Friday and get drunk and dance and come home in the early hours of the morning.
Oh no.
Wind shear, sink rate, too low, gear. Flap, too low, terrain. Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
Each 757 flies nearly 2 million miles every year, the equivalent of 4 trips to the moon and back.
I don't know what they think that happens to the items in the hold. I'm sure they think they get thrown from one end of the aircraft to the other because they just won't trust you with their luggage, basically.
Roughly, you have a turnaround of about an hour to get a plane unloaded and loaded. So it's very important you don't miss its slot time. Because if the pilot misses his slot time, he loses money.
Biggin Hill 117.45.
Yep.
Dover 105.51.
Italian steward Franco Bianco has 9 years flying experience.
Passengers, the first thing in the morning. I think it's like everybody. You've got to get up so early in the morning to get to the airport, get checked in and everything. So a little bit stressed, shall we say.
Fuel quantity.
11 tons.
Airspeed bugs, EPR.
Set.
CDU.
Set.
Briefing.
It's completed.
Trim.
3 3/4 units, 0.
Flight controls.
Checked.
4-star checklist is now complete.
Thanks. Monitor left, please.
Monitoring.
friends must always be switched off and never left on standby.
A fully loaded Boeing 757 weighs 100 tons. It accelerates to 160 miles an hour in less than 20 seconds and will cruise 7 miles above the Earth.
First thing we do in the morning in the galley, we have 5 ovens, as you can see, is check that the meals are loaded correctly and we have the right amount of meals for the right amount of passengers we have. They're all frozen, so they need cooking for approximately 30 minutes. Timer on the oven.
You can see you have a lot of space.
The way I like it.
Yes, that's right. He likes working in a close environment.
For me, it feels good if people do see and say, oh, he's a lucky chap, you know, working with all those women. And that, for me, feels good. I had a few passengers saying, from the corner of their eye, they sort of saying, oh, well, is he straight or anything like that. I almost come across to women because it's my natural thing to do.
Can you ski?
Not very well. Bit of a beginner, really.
So we don't want you coming back with a broken leg then?
No, I will be.
So I don't know even know your name.
Liz.
Liz?
Becky.
Becky?
Hayley.
Hayley. Hi, pleased to meet you, Hayley.
It's been fairly routine so far. Obviously, it was fairly murky during the initial part of the departure. We've had, excuse me. Going direct to the VOR, Joe?
Yes. Yeah.
And then what, centre fix?
Yeah.
We've had a lot of direct routings this morning, which has cut the flight time down quite a bit. And that's just another one. We're just, as you see, in the turn at the moment, going straight towards Salzburg. It's got another couple of minutes off our flight time. So, throttle hold. Speed brakes full up.
Thank you.
We try to operate the aircraft as efficiently as we can. The way we fly the aircraft also has an impact on passengers' perception of that flight. We like it to be smooth. We like to give them smooth landings. That's Bob.
Check. Gear down.
Get down.
Flaps 20.
That's right. Plus 2, 500.
50. 30. 10.
Okay, I have control.
You have.
Once the plane has landed, the crew has less than 1 hour to prepare for the return. They'll have to unload, refuel and clean the aircraft, then board 230 passengers returning from their ski holiday.
Okay. I will need more. I've just set it up for 10 tons, so I come back later and set it correctly. Okay.
You'll get a few more breaks on the way back.
There's no worry.
The video, you'll be able to talk to the
If
passengers.
necessary, I'll just talk over it. It has to be time to do the engineering checks that are required and all the other safety checks that are required by law to be done.
Just doing a general walk around to have a good look to make sure there's no damage, no leaks, no problems.
We tailor our turnarounds to maximise the utilisation of the aircraft. When the aircraft's airborne, it's generating revenue. That is the be-all and end-all of our business.
I'm just setting up here. It shows the destinations. So obviously we're going back to Birmingham now. So at the moment it's saying Zurich. So. People expect you still to look smart even when you're running around doing the job. Really, we get 20 minutes to get ready, and then the rest of the time it's boarding the passengers. So it's very quick.
Ski holiday passengers stay slightly different from going seaside holiday. They behave a bit more, better.
Watch what you say.
Bit more reserved, probably.
Power set. 80 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Gear going up.
The plane is on the move, and so is Linda McAleer. She'll join it for a flight to Lanzarote.
It doesn't stop the plane, it keeps on working. When you've finished a long flight, like today's quite a long flight, you get in your car and you start and the petrol gauge is on E, and it's the worst thing to have to stop late at night to get petrol. So I've been very good today and got it on the way to work, so because I'm early as well, so pit stop for a bit of fuel, tech stop as they say.
Back on board, and the passengers are sharing stories of adventures on the piste. One ski group even saved a girl's life.
The person was unconscious and had obviously broken her arm and her legs, and we couldn't really do very much at the time apart from just stay with her and monitor her heartbeat and her breathing. Several minutes later she actually stopped breathing, so Fiona actually did a kiss of life and got the breathing going again.
By the time I got down to the bottom and back up again, I could hear the helicopter and then it landed. We've got her on a breathing thing. Got a mouse mask on her. Oxygen.
And I think she got left behind and clearly went out of control.
It was sobering, very sobering, so we had to go down the bottom and have another glue wine.
The more you sell, the more commission you get, the better off the company is, and at the end of the month you can win prizes. So everybody try and compete.
My job to do here is to just put some numbers here, they correspond with each card, and before we land into Birmingham they need to be sealed for customs.
Sometimes you're under pressure if the flight is shorter and you come to land, all the paperwork needs to be placed in order.
That's 2600.
The plane and Linda both arrive on schedule. The passengers are going home, but the cabin crew have to check their duty-free targets before they can leave.
They're going to ring me back for about this, so...
1524, 1675, 35, 24. So we only did £2 and 8 pence.
We have to have a target figure for each passenger, which is calculated for each flight, and today it was £4, and do I have to tell you what we achieved? £2.28. So we weren't. That means that we didn't actually sell very many duty-frees on board, and that's it really.
Still wine.
Well, no.
Oh.
There are 6 new cabin crew members and the fresh pilot, Jeff Bradley. They'll take the plane 3,600 miles to Lanzarote and back.
Down towards the rear again.
Thanks.
I'd rather be there boarding the passengers because, you know, you see them all, because they all come on the same door, you see them all, and you can have a good rapport with them right from the start. By the time you've seen 235 passengers and you said hi, hi, hi to all of them, you know. But no, I think that's the best place to be when, you know, when they all come on.
Where's the glamour?
There is none.
The takeoff's always interesting. It's always one of the best parts of the flight. Because exhilarating is the best thing. Accelerating up to about 160 miles an hour in probably 20 seconds. That's the best bit of it, really. Flying at the moment at 37,000 feet, which is generally the optimum altitude for the aeroplane. And at the moment our speed over the ground is around 570 miles per hour. I've always wanted to be a pilot ever since about 12. So yes, I've fulfilled my ambition.
I don't think any of us would deny that there is a buzz when you come out of the top of a thick layer of cloud into bright sunshine over the top of the clouds travelling at 500 miles an hour. There is a buzz from that feeling, there's no doubt about it.
People are the nicest and easiest passengers because you know, they're at the happiest time of their life. They've just got married and they're looking forward to their honeymoon and a glass of champagne. So you know, you can't do any wrong with them.
Do you want your other bottle or should I have time? Or do you want to take it off with you?
Yes, please. Thanks very much.
All right then.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
I think that the fathers use the sons as an excuse to get up here. Look, you can get children ask very, very deep questions about how the aircraft works and so on. But basically, it's very simple questions.
Did you drive to the airport? Did you drive to the airport? Safer than driving to the airport?
Unless most of it, it's just like the view, because we get the best view in the house.
Tired and emotional passengers can be a handful. They often take it out on the crew, who've heard it all before.
Tarts with carts, I've heard. Trolley dollies. Yeah.
That's when they're being pleasant. They're small sick bags, just in case, all right.
They call me trolley dolly. Yes, they have, but it's my friends at home who say that more. And on the plane, no, I don't think they would dare say. They wouldn't dare call us trolley dolly, I don't think. So. How's that seat? It's not raining now. When you're getting down with those trolleys, I think keep fit, keep my legs in trim here.
Any duty-free cigarettes or spirits? No? Cigarettes or
Out of 5 weeks training, only 4 days are spent on service. The rest is on passenger safety.
We're here for safety. That's paramount of anything else. Service is an extra.
The first thing I hear when passengers say that, I know they don't realise when they say how many times a day are you backwards and forwards, and it's like a 4-hour flight.
Yeah, I mean,
There's the airfield, just through here, through the gap now. The trucks can't see it.
Apparently alcohol's meant to take effect a bit easier at high altitude.
Yeah.
So probably get off the plane and fall over.
The lights on either side of the runway tell us whether we're on the right approach path or not.
This airline flies over 1 million passengers to the Canaries every year. They'll stay at least a week. The plane's crew won't even leave the airport.
It's nicer if you go all the way to Canary Islands and you stay for a day and a night. I always love travelling. I mean, I love it as much, I think, as when I first joined, you know, and it's still a thrill of travelling to the Canary Islands and back.
Well, here we are in Lanzarote at Arrecife Airport. The local time is now 7:15 on an evening, and it's quite cloudy, a bit chilly. Well, that's why we've got our jackets on. Temperature's about 20 degrees at the moment.
When we land, some of us have to do the seat pockets, some of us have to check the catering, make sure the aircraft's in order to do the return flight passengers. And if we have time, we do a keep fit session in the front galley, and the back galley do their own.
On a Tuesday, I do aqua aerobics, and my favourite is going across the pool like this.
We're aqua aerobicing now.
And then I normally Cards the next day.
And mine is, what's mine? Let's go. That's it. If you just look down at the cabin, it looks like a bomb ticket, doesn't it?
Once we've got all the aircraft ready, we'll often stand on the steps and just top up our tan on our arms, things like that, won't we?
Yeah, we'll top up our tan. We had a week in a
If it's mega delayed, then we get the pillows and blankets out, get our tights off and get the legs
There's
on.
something going on here, actually.
There's a wing there. We'll take about 8 people if we lie along the wing.
Yes.
You get half an hour though, you do pop to the beach.
The plane gets another check over, the 4th today.
Whenever we stop anywhere, whether it's back at base or away, we always have a look at the airplane to make sure baggage trucks don't scratch the side of the aeroplane, because although it might just appear like a scratch, they could puncture the skin, or the catering truck refuelers, anything. I mean, they happen every year.
Despite being tight for space, you'd be amazed what some passengers still manage to get up to.
The Mile High Club, I don't know a lot about it, I haven't joined myself.
Not a thing, not a thing. I've been here 10 years and I can't tell you a thing about the Mile High Club.
One will disappear into the toilet, and then you'll see the other half disappear up close behind, and then you think, something's going on. And then
So you just give it a gentle knock at the door, a reminder.
Well, I have heard of it actually, but I don't know anything else. And that's it.
They set up an alarm in the toilet, and when the cabin crew went to investigate the smoke alarm, they found out that the smoke was caused by their energies. And that was it. They just closed the door and get on with it.
I don't know nothing. I know nothing. No way. No, nothing.
So I remember in my younger days, when I first joined Britannia, passengers would often put their telephone number on the back of checks. It's about 7 years since that happened. Come on, get them on the
The plane touches down at midnight, but in less than 6 hours, it'll take to the air once again.
The good thing about it is, when you fly, I mean, this has been, I think we started off at work about 1:30 today. I mean, I don't even know what time it is now. You never look at your watch, and before you know it, you're back home. So, you know, it just goes really quickly. It's always different. You can never guarantee the same flights ever. It's always different, which I think part of the job really. It's the variety that makes it exciting.